Dear students, I am Mrs. Pratibha. So today I am going to teach you mathematics subject. The topic which I am going to teach in today's session is factorization. So under factorizations, so today's session will include basically on the factorizing using identities. So you have learned all the basic 4 algebraic identities. So using those 4 algebraic identities, we will factorize the algebraic expressions given. Okay, so first let us factorize the algebraic expression given over here using the algebraic identities. So which are the basic algebraic identities that we learned in our previous class? So one is a plus b the whole square. So it is a square minus 2ab plus b square. The next one is a minus b the whole square. So it is a square minus 2ab plus b square. The other one is a square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b. So these are we will use these 3 algebraic identities to factorize the given algebraic expression. So let us start with the first question. So the question given here it is 64a square minus 25b square. So now when you look at this, we have only 2 terms. In this algebraic expression, we have only 2 terms. So which algebraic identity we can use over here? Since we don't have any 3 terms, and the first term has power 2, second term also has a power 2. So we can go for which algebraic identity? Yes, we can go for the third algebraic identity, which is a square minus b square. We cannot use a plus b the whole square. Neither we can use a minus b the whole square. Why? Because we don't have the whole to the power 2. We have individual term having the power 2. We don't have the 2 terms together power 2. It is the individual power term that is having power 2. So we have to go for the third identity. So what is the third identity? So that is a square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b. So here 64a square minus 25b square. Now we will be wondering where is 64 square is not given. So is it 60? Do we need to write 64e minus 25b into 64e plus 25b? No, it is wrong because we have to factorize. This is not the whole square. Each term is not the power of 2. So what you have to do is here we need to simplify the first term, that is a 64 can be written as 8 square. So 8 square, a square minus 25 can be written as 5 square. So it is 5 square b square. Now this your loss of exponent rule, so that we can write this as 8a the whole square minus 5b the whole square. So we have 8a whole square minus 5b whole square. So now how to do it now? Yes, now we have an a square minus b square form. Now it is easy to use the third identity. A square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b. So this what we have is 8a minus 5b into 8a plus 5b. So now we have factorized the algebraic expression, which is 64a square minus 25b square. 64a square minus 25b square. So in the beginning we didn't know which identity we are supposed to use. So since we had only 2 terms and we could have gone for any of these, but we saw that those 2 terms are not whole to the power 2. We have to the individual term the power is 2. So we had to go for the third identity. But we couldn't simplify it directly. Why? Because 64a the whole square is not given. It is 64a square is given. So what we had to do? We had to factorize. We have to find the exponent form of 64. That was a square. So then we came to using the exponent rule, we simplified it as a square minus 5b the whole square. So which is using the algebraic identity, that is a square minus b square is a minus b to a plus b. Yes. So this is how we solve the algebra expression using this identity. We will solve the other questions, that is using, we will see how to simplify or how to factorize an algebraic expressions using these two algebraic expressions. Algebraic, sorry, not expressions, algebraic identity. So let us go for the next question. So we will go for the next algebraic identity. We'll see how to use another algebraic identity to factorize a given algebraic expression. So we'll write the next question. So the second question is x square plus 12x plus 36. X square plus 12x plus 36. Okay. So now we have an algebraic expression. Now when we look at this algebraic expression, we see that there are three terms. Three terms are there. So immediately it should come to your mind that I cannot use this algebraic expression. Why? Because in LHS we have two terms. In the RHS we have two factors. Correct? So we cannot go for it. So we have to use either of these two algebraic identities. So which is that? So now all these terms are positive. Yes. So obviously we have to go for the first algebraic identity. So x square plus 12x plus 36 is the given algebraic expression. So how to simplify? But we don't have this 36 as b square. So we don't have an a square plus 2ab plus b square. So we have to reduce it. So how to do it? So this will be x square as it is. This 12x plus this 36 can be written in the exponent form. How it is? 6 square is 36. So that will be equal to now x square plus I will write this 12x as 2 into 6 into x plus 6 square. Now you can see now your 12x is in 2ab form. No? 2. This is your a. This is your a. B is so 2ba or ab because multiplication is commutative. So if you write ba or ab, it doesn't make any difference. So now you can see that now we can use the first identity, that is a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So we can write it as x plus 2 the whole square. So that's how we have factorized it, x plus 2 into x plus 2. So this is how we factorize the algebraic expression using the identity. So this is using one of the identities. We have factorized first identity, a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So let's go for another one. So we'll go for the third question. So it states that L square minus 2ln plus m square minus n square. So this is the algebraic expression that is given. So we have to factorize this algebraic expression using one of these identities. Okay, now look at this. Now we will be wondering, and previous question she said there is only 3 terms, so we can use. Now there are how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4 terms are there. Now which identity? We have not used any of the identities. We have not learned any of the identities that's having 4 terms. So which identity will it come? So how to do it will be the question. Now we can see that they have given the first, second, third term in bracket, right? They have given the first, second, third term in the bracket. So this is, they have considered it as one term together. Now look, by looking at this one, now can you compare this with any of the identities here? Yes, now this can be compared with this identity, second identity, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now we will see whether really we have that 2ab form. So here L, here M. So in middle we have L and M. Yes, so we can go for the second identity, that is a minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this can be written as L minus M the whole square. minus n square. This can be written L minus m or m minus L. Doesn't make any difference because negative to the odd even power is positive. Okay, so the power is even, so you can take m minus L or L minus L. So it doesn't make any difference. So that will be equal to, now we have this as one term, this as the other term. So we have only two terms. Now which identity? Can we use again further? We have not factorized this. Factorizing means what? We should write the final answers in the terms of factors only, no terms, only factor form. Now we have in the term form, this is one term and this is other term. So we have to factorize this. So L minus m square minus n square. So now which identity? Yes, we have to use the third identity because each term raised to the power 2. So we are using the third identity. So what is that third identity? A square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b. So a minus, this is a minus b, a plus b. So this is your final answer. This is how we factorize. Factoring, we have written these as a product of two terms. So this is how we factorized using the two or more identities. This is using two identities. So let us go for one more example. So we will see that is a little different. So what we have is 81, that's the fourth question. 81 x cube minus 225x to the power. So 81 x cube minus 225 x to the power 5. So we have two terms, but the powers are different. We have power 3, we have power 5. Now again, we have not learned any identities of that kind. So which identity will it come now? Be wondering, yes, which identity is it? So it doesn't suit to any of these, but we can reduce. We can reduce. So in the factorizing, we are removing the common factors. So when you see here, in these two terms, we can find the common factors, x cube and x to the power 5. So their variables are same on both the terms. Variables are same on both the terms, that is x is a variable. So we can take the common variable out. So what is the common variable out? So how to take the common variable out? So we have to choose a variable we have to choose the common variable having the least power as the common factor. Common variable is x cube. In this, what is the least power of that common variable? 3. That should be taken as the common factor. So what remains out? 81 minus 225. X cube is brought out, so x to the power 2 will remain here. Now it is there in our first question which I solved. So this can be written as 9 square, this can be written as 15 square. So this will be equal to x cube into 9 square minus 15 x the whole square, right? Now this can be further reduced to 9 minus 15x into 9 plus 15x. Now we have not further reduced. Factorizing means what? Reducing to the simplest factors. Now we have not reduced these to the simplest factors. Why? Because still we find the common factor between these two. So that has to be brought out. Between 9 and 15, which is a common factor? Yes, 3 is the common factor. So we will bring that out. X cube into 3 into 9 minus 15x. Sorry. We have brought 3 out. So 3's are minus 5x. Now same thing over here also. What is common there? Now same thing over here also. So something is common there. So what is common into 3 is common. So here 3 is common. So 3 plus 5x. 3 plus 5x here. So this will be 3 into 3, 9 x cube. 3 minus 5x into 3 plus 5x. So this will be 3 minus 5x into 3 plus 5x. So this is the final answer. So this is how we factorize the algebraic expression. We factorize the algebraic expressions using the basic algebraic identities. So in today's session we have learned how to factorize an algebraic expression using the basic algebraic identities. So that's all for today's sessions. Thank you.